You know, I think it probably is important to remind ourselves what the bill here before us really does. It says that in America, you cannot discriminate against an innocent unborn child by subjecting them to an abortion based on their race or sex. We protect people in employment decisions, we protect people in housing decisions, all kinds of things based on race or sex. But when we try to protect little babies from being killed on the basis of race or sex, rather than that being the center of the debate, we get all these other kinds of discussions. And I would just suggest to you that if taking the life of a little baby because it's a little girl instead of a little boy, if that's not wrong, then I don't know what is wrong. I mean, I'd be open to hearing suggestions. If taking the life of deliberately targeting a minority community and seeing that community devastated as a result, if that's not wrong, then I don't know what is wrong. Sooner or later, this country will have a time of reflection because future generations will see this change, just as we did in some of the past tragedies. And whatever time we spent ourselves will either be judged in the eyes of history or the eyes of eternity. And I want to thank all of you for coming here, and I would like to ask Ms. Davis if she has the final thought.
I do, sir. I am deeply saddened sitting in this proceeding today. There is a quote that's attributed to Maya Angelou, and it says, "When someone tells you who they are, believe them." Planned Parenthood has made very plain that they are operating a Negro project in this country that is targeting black women to lure them into their abortion centers in order to control the black birth rate. This bill is not an attack on the woman. It is an opportunity to hold organizations like Planned Parenthood accountable for targeting children based on the color of their skin, and hold all of the abortionists accountable for targeting children based on their gender. And it is to hear the information being twisted as if this bill is somehow attacking a woman and denying her the right to self-determine her reproductive life is just a travesty. And I pray that this committee and the Congress would take why does abortion get an exception that no other business, no other industry gets? If any other industry showed the kind of data that we can find very clearly documented on what Planned Parenthood is doing, this black people, white people would be up in arms to shut them down. Abortionists should not be given a pass to target a woman based on the color of their skin, as Planned Parenthood has told us they are doing. They told us that in the testimony on them selling body parts, that they are reaching women of color, and it is a travesty that anyone elected to office would allow that kind of open discrimination against a group of people in this country to happen. And I pray that before we end up where we were when John Lewis got clocked on the head on the Pettus Bridge, and those 4 babies were killed in Birmingham, and Emmett Till was tortured to death because of the color of his skin, that we would stop this travesty and stop Planned Parenthood from being able to target women of color. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Davis.